Good afternoon, my dear students. Today we are going to perform the experiment of semester 5 physical experiments, and the aim of this experiment is to determine the strength of strong acid, that is HCl, by potentiometrically using standard alkali solution. And the apparatus which are required for these experiments are potentiometer, then the apparatus burette stands, beaker, glass rods and acid. And the chemicals which are required for this HCl solution, NaOH solution, which is to be we have to standardize first, then clean hydrogen powder, oxalic acid for the standardization of NaOH solution. And the principle which are behind these experiments is when a quinhydrode electrode is coupled, when a quinhydride electrode is coupled with saturated calomel electrode, the same EMF depends on the concentration of H plus ions, that is on the pH. This titration, the following cell is used. This variation of potential can be used to detect the end point, and such type of titration is called potentiometric titration. The titration in which the equivalence point is detected on the basis of change in electrode potential is called as potentiometric titration. In potentiometric titration, a known volume of given solution is taken and the reversible electrode is dipped in it. It is coupled with reference electrode. A reference electrode which I am using here is calomel electrode, and the EMF is recorded. The titration is added from the titrate is added from the burette in small installment, 0.5 ml. We have to add it every installment, and the EMF is recorded. After completing the titration, a graph is plotted, and from the graph we get the end point. And the cell reaction, we are using platinum calomel which are coupled with this quinhydride electrode here. And now we are going for the experimental setup of this experiment. This is a potentiometer. When we make a cell here in, and the reading which are showing here 1.019, that means this potentiometer is standardized, and now this standardized potentiometer you can use for the further experiment. Now again make this cell out. Now we have to connect this electrode here. This is platinum electrode. We have to connect this platinum electrode to the positive terminal of the potentiometer. This is calomel electrode, and calomel electrode we have to connect with this negative terminal of potential. Now both this electrode we have to dip in this beaker which containing 25 ml of acid. Pipette out 25 ml of acid in the beaker. Then dip these two platinum as well as calomel electrode in the beaker. Then add, this is a quinhydrone. Now add this pinch of quinhydrone in the beaker and stir it well with the help of rod. Before starting with this experiment, initially fill the burette with NaOH solution which is standardized by using oxalic acid solution. After standardization of this NaOH solution, which is 0.1 normal, then fill up this burette with NaOH solution, and now we adding this 0.1 normal NaOH solution with a 0.5 ml installment in this beaker, and stir this beaker containing this two electrode and note down the reading. So when we are adding this HCl solution, when we are adding NaOH solution in the burette, in the beaker which are containing HCl solution. Note down the reading. There is a change in the potential. See the change in the potential. Now again we are adding. Note down the reading like this. See the change in the potential. From the observation, it will observe that when you are adding the NaL solution from the burette with the installment of 5 ml, 0.5 ml, the potential EMF of this cell is going on decreasing. From the observation, it is also shown that when we are adding this, there is a decrease in EMF value. We have to repeat this experiment up to 20 ml NaL solution till when the solution, the color of the solution is completely changes into blackish, and then stop adding NaL solution from the burette, and whatever the readings we have taken, now we have to go for the calculations. How we can measure the end point of this experiment. See this observation table. This is the serial number. Then second column here, volume of NaOH added. We are adding NaOH 0.5 ml in every installment. This is EMF. We have to note down when there is no NaOH in the solution, means there is only HCl at a 0 ml solution. When there is no NaOH, note down the reading of EMF, and after addition of NaOH, note down EMF. There is a decrease in EMF we will observe here. Okay. Now same procedure is repeated. From the observation, it was shown that there is a decrease in EMF. Now show here, we have to plot the graph here. EMF versus volume of NaOH added. The nature of the graph from the observation, the nature of graph, initially what happened when we are adding NaOH solution, initially there is very small decrease in EMF, we will observe here. Slowly EMF is going on decreasing, and there is a faster decrease in EMF when the end point is comes near. Okay. And here this point again there is a slow decrease in EMF we will observe. So nature of graph is like this, decrease, then faster decrease, and then slow decrease. This is the nature of graph for strong acid versus strong base. Here we are using strong acid, that is HCl, and alkali which are using here is strong NaOH solution. So this is a graphical representation of this, and how can we measure the end point? So this fast change in EMF, when we extra plotted this, so half of this, when we join this point, so here at 12 ml, 12.5 ml, here is the end point of this titration. From the observation we obtain the end point of this titration. So if this graph is not shown this end point very prominently, so for that we can also plot second graph which is represented against delta E versus delta V. When we calculate delta E and delta V from the observation, and when we put this value of delta versus delta E versus delta V against the volume of NaOH added, we get a graph like this which contain a sharp peak, and that sharp peak is nothing but the end point. Then how to calculate delta E and delta V? So here when we added NaOH like 0.5, then 1, 1.5, then 2, 2.5. So from the reading 1 to 2 volume added here, this is the delta V, and the difference between the E1 and E2 here, this is represented delta E. like this we have to calculate delta E for the successive readings, and we get a delta E versus delta V value, and we can plot a graph like this. Now calculation part. From the graph of NOH at the endpoint we get a value of E which is 12.5 mm. Now how can we calculate the strength of the acid here? So this is a standard solution when 1 ml 1 normal NaOH contain 36.5 milligram of HCl. So this is a standard solution. By using this standard solution we can again calculate the concentration of HCl acid here. Here we put VML. V means endpoint. VML of N normal NaOH contain how much? Putting the value of V. The value of V is 12.5 here, and N is the normality of NaOH, which is to be calculated 0.11 from the standardization of NaOH. Now put the value here, 36.5 into V, which is endpoint of the titration, multiplied by 0.1 normality of NaOH divided by 1. Here we get a calculation lastly 41.83 milligram of HCl content in the solution. And lastly we represent here the result. The given solution was found to be contained 41.83 milligram of Hc. So this is our result of this experiments. So we completed this experiment like this. Thank you so much.